Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic that is definitely continuously becoming more minimized of these type of outcomes when it's against males. And I'm not talking about gullible males or sellout males or handpicked males that put numbers of women on pedestals and put themselves below women. Not talking about those kind of males. Those males are very deadly to the reality thinking males. And today's topic, violent woman shoots husband about to go through divorce. Yes. This violent woman shot her husband to death. And they were in the process of going through a divorce. The story goes how they say relate over that a woman named Veronica Crow is behind bars after investigation found that she shot and killed, Killed, her 49-year-old husband. She was about 51 years old herself. Her husband, 49-year-old Damian Crow, that she killed, Killed, in cold-hearted blood killer likeness, actionable. In the couple's northwest side home, the fatal shooting of this male occurred after 21 years of marriage. Let me go ahead and play this video.
A man is dead after a shooting in a northwest side neighborhood. It happened around 4 this morning in a neighborhood near 1604 and Kyle Field Parkway. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says the man's wife is now facing a murder charge. KENS 5's Vanessa Croy has the details on the case.
The sheriff says the couple was nearing the end of their marriage when this morning the wife shot and killed her husband while he was still asleep. A wife accused of a cold-blooded murder.
Do you have anything to say?
Veronica Crow had nothing to say as deputies hauled her off to jail. According to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, the 51-year-old woman shot and killed her husband early this morning. Deputies got a call just before 4 a.m. reporting a shooting.
We believe the victim was asleep, and we believe that the suspect came and shot him for whatever reason while he was in his sleep.
When deputies got to the home off the 8400 block of Pico de Aguila, they found 49-year-old Damian Crow, who'd been shot in the head. He died on the scene. Sheriff Javier Salazar says the couple was ending their marriage, the only motive investigators have uncovered.
But no actual reports of any sort of violence between them up until this situation this morning.
Really, really sad to hear that this happened.
Neighbors here still in shock.
This type of thing is very, very unusual.
This morning, neighbors say their quiet street turned into a crime scene.
Normally when it's right down the street from home, I mean, it's very, very scary that anything like this can happen. It's just very scary.
The sheriff says the couple has one adult child, now left without a father, and a mother in jail facing a murder charge.
And this is what you have numbers of people do when it's dealing with a violent woman committing atrocious acts upon males. They see nothing, they hear nothing, they know nothing. What is that again that numbers of people in society do? When the violentness of demonicanism is put upon males by numbers of women, right? Because remember, it's supposed to be just believe women, right? So you have quite a number of males and obviously quite a number of females that do just like this. They see nothing, they hear nothing, they know nothing. Yes, 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 yes. Now, when it is dealing with a male, if he does something, then it's, oh my goodness, misogynisticness, toxic masculinity, right? Patriarchal control. They hate women. And you have numbers of males that are naive. Naive as a snail thinking it can beat up a tiger. Naive. That don't even realize that feminism supremacy controls many types of women's actions and controls numbers of males' actions, by the way. Because feminist supremacy has nothing to do with equality of women. Not a damn thing. It's about control. It's about control. Misogynistic, that means anti-hate males. Yes, they anti-hate males. Misogynistic feminism. Numbers of women that have a diabolical, mischievous hatred of males. And they will sit there in your face and lie after committing most atrocious crimes upon males, and they will lie and deflect. And numbers of entities of feminist supremacy will do just like that because they teach this stuff. And there's not enough males, unfortunately, collectively, that don't read through these tactics. Let me read some of these comments in this particular article on this situation I was reading about. Because as you notice also in the video, people go right to, oh my goodness, hey, was there some kind of violence in there, right? It ain't because they're trying to see if that woman was violent. They're trying to see if that man was violent first. Yes, demonicism. They want to find if the man is violent first. To hell with the woman who's been violent toward the male. Oh, to hell with that. But they want to see if there's any violence toward the male. The male committed violence toward the woman. They want to see about that first. And it's disgusting. But again, they know it's not enough males to sit there and say they've had enough of this one-sidedness. I'm not talking about some few ass amount of males that sit there and talk about this. Don't mean a damn thing collectively to demonic feminism. They say as long as we know it's not collective males that are sitting there demanding political figures, etc., to make some equalness about males, anti-males, violence against males. Where's the politicalness to do legislature about violence against males at? Where's the equality at? And this is what numbers of women, the ones who know who they are, this is what they do when they know that there's quite a number of males, be it politically, be it business, be it educationally, that do not say a damn thing about violent ass women tendencies. This is what they do. Yes, what they do. Now, getting back to some of these comments, they was talking about how this particular person says that he knew Damien back when he was a DJ. He was a good guy and definitely didn't deserve to go out like this. This other comment, I'm going to go in there in a second. So now she will have the rest of her life in prison to rethink that senseless murder. But watch this sidetrack switchery. Maybe she was having an affair, right? It's okay, yeah, because how many women have affairs over and over and over again, but people kind of act like it's only males, right? We're gonna play that little tactic. But maybe she was having an affair. Okay, all right. And did not want to get caught. Okay. And he's an innocent man. Okay, so okay, maybe someone's seeing through the tactics that yes, there are numbers of women that cheat every damn day. Right? Now, again, however, to the person they do what they do, people want to stay together after that. Hey, that's on the person. Who cares? Whatever it is, they do what they do, right? But it should be do what they do. But the point is, in this, they said, well, he can be an innocent man. Okay. But then the person changed the game and says, well, don't victim shame this lady. If she didn't like her marriage, she could have simply got a divorce. See, you see how that anyway, that pseudo switchery tactic is 1 minute. Oh, well, maybe she was having it for herself. I'm just giving an example. And she didn't get caught. Okay, maybe so. Who knows? Maybe he's an innocent man. Yeah, okay, maybe so. But don't victim shame this. But don't victim shame this lady. Oh my goodness, because you don't know what's really going on. Yes. You see how that goes, right? And there's not enough males that see right through this idiotic ass tactic, right? And watch this. Well, they said the deceased Crow, to my Damien Crow, owned and operated a dental installation and repair business, trying to do his thing. They say he was trying to. This other comment said he was trying to get some sleep, some rest and sleep. And this other one said this nonsensical person. Her actions likely do not stem from the wonderful years of loving and nurturing support her spouse provided her unconditionally, not trying to victim shame, but barring some atypical neurological functioning on her part, he likely brought this on himself through patterns she simply basically got tired of. That person can go to hell. Change the dynamic. Male sister and removes wife's life in her sleep and shoots her in the head. You think people are going to hear that shit about, oh well, you know how, well, let's not victim shame. Let's not victim shame and stuff. The guy, let's not victim shame him. They'd be like, oh, mass toxic masculinity. You're trying to control women. Males hate women, right? You see how that goes, man. That's why, man, there are some guys out there that keep wasting damn time arguing with damn numbers of women. Talking about the ones this applies to. Don't give a damn about males. They've been programmed in a demonic way that they're not going to damn change. You got numbers of gullible ass males out there, the ones it applies to, that want to keep arguing with numbers of women. Now, there are numbers of males out there, which I agree with even more. They like, well, we ain't gonna waste our time at all talking to numbers of them. I understand that, of the ones that apply silly games, right? At the same time, that still does not resolve, at least a little bit, because there must be a relaying over of the game plan up what numbers of feminist supremacy people keep doing. And this is why, again, numbers of males can collectively cannot get respect, because it's like it's either one extreme or another extreme. Act like it ain't happening, or the other extreme sit there and wasting time arguing with them, right? And it's no in between, a little bit close in between. That's the sweet spot that needs to be talked about, right? But continuing on that, and by the way, there's also going to be a bonus topic, by the way, for the people who are still listening on this. It's a bonus topic, because remember, just believe women. And the sad part about it, there are numbers of women who can't stand other damn women. God. Woo, boy. Let me see here. No, that was all in that particular part. No, that's all in that part. On that, as far as that part. Now, let me see. Let's think it was another article on something I want to talk about. You know, make sure. Yeah, he was 49-year-old and she was what, 51, something like that. And relaying this again, about 3:55 a.m. when this happened, this particular person relayed that dispatch received a call from another woman who lives in the house. Another adult woman who this particular person relayed said he believed was in the process of moving her belongings into the home. If he did, so what? Or she did, so what? The woman said the husband had been shot, and deputies confirmed he was found dead with at least one gunshot wound to the head while sleeping on the sofa. Multiple shell casings were found in the home. The crazy part about it, when you read a little bit more of this, again, see, it can't not just be, well, violent ass woman shoots man in the damn head, violent ass tendencies. He was trying to damn leave. He got tired of her shit. He just wanted to kind of leave and take a break from my ass, right? Whatever it is. Because that's what, a man, oh my goodness, a man did that to a woman. Oh my, why can't he just leave? Let's let her go, right? But when it's a woman that does this diabolical, murderous, demonic, deranged outcome, and she kills, Kills, her husband, then it's like, well, hold on for a second. Let's not, get ahead of schedule here. You see how that goes? I know this game very well. So the thing of it is also, what's the point you're making on that? Well, it's talking about also how, according to the property search, the couple purchased this home in such and such 2017, where they appeared to have lived together. Court records show Damian Crow was arrested for deadly conduct with a firearm in February 2000. The case was dismissed through a deferred adjudication, which gives offenders a chance to avoid a criminal conviction through probation after guilty pleas enter. But at the same time, they still bring it up. You saw that nonsense go, right? They plant the seeds in your mind, right? Well, could he been violent? Even though it's been relayed, there was no violent tendency that was relayed over anything related to what's going on in that. But again, you hear me say anything about related over about how they looking at her background to see what kind of stuff has she been doing. You said you see how that goes, right? So again, right? See, she looks like just okay of a woman. So just believe women. How? No, it cannot be that this woman did this heinous thing. It's not possible. Go somewhere with that tactic, right? Just go somewhere with that tactic. So, and the thing about it is, this is disgusting on that. It was something else I wanted to see over. Oh, yes, this is what it was. There was a thing about not a GoFundMe, but it's called a spot. It's called a spot fund. Spot fund. Never heard of it. Most people probably never heard of that. Spot fund. What does that do anything? Well, unless it's somebody else. There was a spot fund set up by Veronica Crow, San Antonio, Texas. As this happened, they said that, well, if it's her, that she had been married for 21 years and built a life with what she thought was her forever person. He has decided that it's time for him to move on with another person and plans to divorce her. He was trying to divorce her ass. And she shots him in the damn head and kills him. Where's the toxic masculinity crowd at now? Where's the various type political figures at on that part, right? Where are they at? Quietness and deflection. You see how that goes. You see how that goes. He's trying to move on his life, and she didn't want him to go. But where's that old, well, she should have just left and called the day and gone by the bit. Where's that big old crowd at? Quietness, again, deflection. Right? And you have some foolish personnel that plays a little game, especially feminism supremacy. They'll be like, well, but it's not all women. Go somewhere with that tactic. Go somewhere. Not playing that tactic, that silly ass game. This woman was a violent ass woman. It's logical sense that there are numbers of women who ain't gonna do that. But isn't it interesting when numbers of males do certain not okay things, then they group them in and put it in toxic masculinity. Go to hell with that tactic, right? And unfortunately, there's not enough guys again to see through these games. And this is why, again, numbers of women within feminist supremacy do just like this. Yeah, it's because they say, oh, no, those guys, they don't see the game we keep playing, right? They're scared and docile to say, hold the hell up. That we are not going to collectively keep tolerating this game on that, right? But that's neither here nor there. So the bonus one I want to lay over. This is a bonus one on that. Give me 1 second here. Let me show you something. This is a bonus one, right? Because remember, just believe women, right? Just believe women. Look at this. Yes. 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 Look at that. Ooh. What did that say up there? Las Cruces woman faces third arrest after embezzling, stealing more than $30,006 since 2016. But just believe women, right? Just believe women. And this is what feminist supremacy do to quite a number of males. You don't really know what's going on. Just believe women. If you don't, then you're misogyny. You're misogyny. You're misogynist. You're misogynist. That's what they do. Games. The story goes that a Las Cruces woman, New Mexico, with a history of embezzling money, forgery, and fraud dating back to 2016 was arrested again on 2 more charges of larceny and fraud totaling $2,946.61. Michelle Casas, CASS, which that could be Hispanicism or something, maybe one of them or some other personnel. Just like the first one, that could have been of Hispanic background, a personnel from predominant culture, or of the native, what we call Native American background. On those situations, who knows on that? Because many times you can kind of tell by the phenotype and by the last name in general. Okay. I'm not going to play the 20 variable switchery, right? Well, what about this? What about that? I'm not going to play that. I'm saying collectively. So Michelle Casas, 42, was arrested by this particular enforcement department at the Adult Probation and Parole Office, according to documents, and is facing charges of larceny and fraud dating back to 2021, when she worked as a secretary with this particular Las Cruces-based general contractors company, should we say. Court documents state that Casas was hired as a secretary at this particular general contractor company around May 6, 2021, but that she quit less than a month later with no notice and no explanation. Casas reportedly had no direct involvement with the company's finances. However, she did have access to sensitive banking information, including account and routing numbers. About 3 months later, after Casas abruptly quit, the staff with that particular general contractors company began noticing unauthorized charges on its accounts, court documents state. When staff reviewed their bank statements more closely, they reportedly noticed 18 transactions totaling $2,946.41 that could be linked back to Casas, including payments to AT&T, Capital One, Discover, Venmo, Amazon, and more. And she didn't have permission to do that. Also, 2016 was accused of embezzling more than $29,000 from a realty company. Mm, mm, mm. That same year, she was served with a warrant after she allegedly used money from another construction company and former employer, this particular construction company, to pay her cable TV bill. Then in 2021, she was hired as a manager of this particular mobile home park, should we say, in Las Cruces, where she similarly embezzled cash rent payments. According to court documents, the owners of the mobile home park received an anonymous tip from a tenant in April 2021, which would suggest that Casas was working at and allegedly stealing from this particular was stealing from. Court documents from that arrest stated that this particular owner of this mobile home park was aware that Casas had been previously convicted of embezzlement, but that Casas claimed she took the fall for someone else. Do you not realize how bull that is for most males? If most males would done stuff, males did, they'd be like, "Oh no, you can't come work here." But how many people they take a look at the looks outside, and how many times many numbers of males keep falling and falling and falling and falling behind a number of women's looks. How many times? It don't matter. That guy can be the toughest, the buffest, the strongest, the intelligence, former wink wink, don't mean it's common sense. And how many continuously every day fall for a woman's looks? And this is why collectively numbers of males can't get no collective respect. This is why numbers of males' health is at the bottom of the ladder. This is why numbers of males are not looked at with any about the homeless epidemic that's affecting many males' homelessness, and for most people can care less, right? Because there are numbers of males who act like stuff ain't happening that's right and happening, and they think individually, which again, numbers of women think collectively, right? The ones it applies to. So this is why I want to relay over those particular topics and discussions, because remember, just believe women, right? The woman didn't shoot the man in his head, no, right? Right? She didn't shoot him in his damn head. Right? And even though there's no such thing as any violence in the relationship, and regardless, and how many times that women commit just as much violence as men, that they try to think that's a whole different topic in itself. That's backed up by stats, and it's backed up by stats, people. My goodness. And the second one, just believe women again, right? This conniving, mischievous woman that sit there and did all that embezzlement, right, of companies. But she didn't do that. It must be because of toxic masculinity. It must be because of toxic masculinity. Because what you see and what you hear is not what you see and not what you hear. Right? Do you understand that? That's not what you see, what you hear. And again, what I say, what numbers of feminine supremacy and numbers of other women do, the ones applies to, what do they do? Yes, because they laughing at quite a number of males. Because it's almost like this, right? They sitting there. This is what they do on quite a number of males when the feminist supremacy, knowing that they're manipulating and saying the most diabolical, nonsensical stuff. This is what feminist supremacy how to look at males as well. This is how you look at them. Slap. What was that again? Yeah, this is how they look at males that don't know the game. It's almost like this is what they doing for the males who do not know the game. Right? Bam. Oh my goodness. So this is what I want. It's not a funny story at all. It's very serious on the diabolicalness of feminist supremacy, which is what I call is the second most deadly diabolical mental manipulation force next to true supremacy. So I thank you for tuning in. to the real CP show.